Welcome to another wonderful video. Japan is a dynamic country with a unique history and geography, culture and customs. Japan has a fascinating and multifaceted culture. On the one hand, it's steeped in the deepest traditions that go back thousands of years. On the other hand, it is a society in a constant and rapid flux with the ever-changing trends and fashion and technology development that constantly push back their boundaries of what is possible. That is a part of make it such an attractive country to visit. If you are looking to visit Japan, and this is the most wonderful 10 places in Japan. Before watch these videos, don't forget to press the subscribes and press the bell button. First, Mount Fuji. Mount Fuji is with 3,776 meters, Japan's highest mountain. It is not surprising that the nearly perfectly shaped volcano has been worshipped as a sacred mountain and experienced big popularity among the artists and common people throughout the century. Mount Fuji is an active volcano which most recently erupted in 1707. It stands on the border between the Yamanashi and Shizuoka prefecture, can be from Tokyo and Yokohama and clear days. Another easy way to view Mount Fuji is from the train between the Tokyo and Osaka. If you take the Shinkansen from Tokyo in the direction of Nagoya, Kaito and Osaka, the best view of the mountain can be enjoyed from around the Shin-Fuji station on the right-hand side of the train, about 40 to 45 minutes in the journey. Note, however, that clouds and poor visibility often block the view of Mount Fuji, and you have to consider yourself lucky if you get the clear view of the mountain. The second one, Fushimi Inari Taisha. Fushima Inari Shrine. The Fushima Inari Taisha is an important Shinto shrine in southern Kyoto. It is famous for its thousands of vermilion torii gates, which straddle a network of trails behind its main building. The trail lead into the wooded forest of the sacred Mount of Inari, which stands at 233 meters, belongs to the shrine grounds. Fushima Inari is the most important of the several thousands of shrines dedicated to Inari, the Shinto gods of rice. Foxes thought to be Inari's messengers and resulting in many fox statues across the shrine grounds. The Fushima Inari shrine has ancient origin and predating the capital's move to Kyoto in 1794. The third one, Tokyo Tower. Standing 333 meters high in the center of Tokyo, Tokyo Tower is the world's tallest self-supported steel tower and 3 meters taller than its model, the Eiffel Tower. A symbol of the Japan's and post-war rebirth as the major economic power, the Tokyo Tower was the country's tallest structure from its completion in 1958 until 2012, when it was surpassed by the Tokyo Skytree. In addition to being the popular tourist spot, and Tokyo Tower serves as the broadcast antenna. The tower, the main deck at 150 meters in reached via elevator or 600 steps and the staircase, and both paid. Thanks to the tower's central location, the observatory offers an interesting view of the cities, and despite being only at the relatively moderate height, there are also some look-down windows in the floor to stand on a souvenir shop and cafe. 4. Tokyo Disneyland. Tokyo Disneyland. Tokyo Disneyland is 150-acre and 47-hectare theme parks at the Tokyo Disney Resort in Urayasu, Chiba Prefecture, Japan, near Tokyo. Its main gate is directly and adjacent on both and Maihama stations and Tokyo Disneyland Station. It was the first Disney park to build outside the United States, and it opened on April 15, 1983. The park was constructed by the GYOEN Enterprises, and it is the same style as the Magic Kingdom in Florida and Disneyland in California. It is owned by the Oriental Land Company, which licensed an intellectual property from the Walt Disney Company. Tokyo Disneyland is a convention park. The Tokyo Disney Sea are the Journey Disney parks in the world not on the property of the Walt Disney Company is in capacity. 5. Universal Studio. Universal Studios Japan offers world-class entertainment such as authentic attractions and shows based not only the Hollywood blockbusters but also the popular entertainment brands, and variety of the seasonal event entertaining guests to the fullest. The Universal Studios in Japan has continued to evolve since the opening and has recently accelerated its growth with the launch of the world-class entertainments and experience, such as the Wizarding World Harry Potter, the Flying Dinosaurs and Minion Park, and Despicable Me, Minion and Mayhem Ride, and Super Nintendo World. A new area where you can enjoy the entertainment based on world and renowned Nintendo characters and their world. Six. Shinjuku GYOEN National Garden. Shinjuku GYOEN is one of the Tokyo's largest and most popular parks. Located a short walk from the Shinjuku station, the park and the spacious lawns. The meandering walking paths and the tranquil sceneries provide a relaxing escape from the busy urban center around it. In the spring, Shinjuku GYOEN and become one of the best places in the cities to see the cherry blossom. Shinjuku GYOEN originated during the Edo period 1603 to 1868 as a federal Lord Tokyo residence. Later it was converted into the botanical garden before being transferred to the Emperor family in 1903, who used it for the recreation of the entertainment for guests. The park was almost completely destroyed during the World War II, but was eventually rebuilt and reopened in 1949. 7. Shirakawa Go. The Shirakawa Go and the neighboring Gokayama region line the Shogawa Riga Valley in the remote mountain that spanned from the Gifu to Toyama Prefecture. Declared as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1995, they are famous for their traditional Gasho sacrifice house, some of which are more than 250 years old. The Gasho Sakuri means constructed like hands in prayer as the famous house. Steep and touched roof resemble the hands of the Buddhist monks and pressed together in prayer. The architecture styles developed over many generations and is designed to withstand the large amount of the heavy snow that falls in the region during the winter. The roof made without nails provided the large attic base and used the cultivating silkworm. 8. Bamboo Forest. bamboo forest and located at the foot of the Stone Mountain in the north of the city of Kyoto. The world famous and seemingly endless forest of the swaying bamboo grove is perfect for the relaxing and retreat of nature during to stay in Japan. The Arashiyama bamboo groves is open 24 hours and admission is free. The surrounding Arashiyama district is known for a unique fishing method which involves using a trained and competent birds. It's also the well worth visit. The main street of the Tagutosu-Kyo Bridge have been and called a tourist circus. But beyond this thoroughfare, Arashiyama offers an authentic and unforgettable Japanese experience. And read to discover and how the bamboo forest is just beginning. The sightseeing districts and make for the incredible day trips and from Kyoto. From lush and forest cherry blossoms to the vibrant autumn and Kyo colors, and Arashiyama is a visual delight. Nine, Snow Monkey Park. The Jigokudani Monkey Park and Jigokudani GYOEN offers visitors of the unique experience of seeing the wild monkeys and bathing in a natural hot spring. The park is inhabited by the Japanese and macaques, which are also known as the snow monkeys. It is located at the monkeys and natural habitat in the forest of the Jigokudani Valley in Yamanochi, not far from the onsen town and Chibu and Yadunka. The park has one man-made pool around which the monkeys and gather located a few minutes walk from the park and entrance. Visitors will likely already encounter monkeys along the path to the pool. The monkeys and live in large social group, and it can be the quiet entering to the watch their interaction. Accustomed to the humans and monkeys can be observed from the very close and almost and completely ignore their human guests, and naturally it is prohibited to touch or feed the monkeys. 10. Hitachi Seaside Park. Hitachi Seaside Park is a spacious park and near in the Mito Ibaraki Prefecture, and featuring a variety of the green space and the seasonal flowers and spread out across the 350 hectares, as well as the amusement park and the several cycling and walking trails. The park's iconic flowers is the blue nemophila, which covers in the Miharashi Hill in the spring and mimics the color of the sky. The flowers are usually at their peak from the late April to mid-May. The path and crisscross the hill, providing the views over the Pacific Oceans and the rest of the park. In fall, the hill of the covered by the green coquia bushes, and which slowly turn to red as the weather turns to cooler. And these autumnal colors are usually best from the early to mid-October. Although the nemophila is the most well-known of the park flowers, assorted the other flowers and the bloom and throughout the most of the year. Near the park as the main entrance is the large forest areas and featuring the suisands and gardens where the necresses and usual bloom from the mid-March, and while across the lake tulips bloom usually around the late April.